How y'all doing today? How y'all doing today? Welcome back to the Count It All Joy podcast with your boy Will. And I got a very, very, very special guest, man. This dude, one of my closest friends, somebody I've grown a real close bond with over the past few years. Someone who I could trust, someone who's always gonna keep it real with me, someone who always just been there for me for a while now. So without further ado, got my boy Spudd here. What's good, my boy? Uh, my boy Spud again, one of my closest friends. Love this dude. We met freshman year of college. Uh, been best friends ever since. But yeah, man. I want to start with. We're gonna start with basketball here. So we both obviously went to Emmanuel University. Both freshmen, same class. We had a little bit. We got there different ways, but we got there nonetheless. And we both redshirted that year. And for me, that year was extremely pivotal for me, extremely important. But for you, how important was that redshirt year for you?
People this story all the time, like it's crazy how close me and you is now. From like when we first met, it was like we wasn't
Facts.
even we wasn't even talking to each other.
Facts.
We wasn't even speaking. So like, I
Facts.
mean, definitely that plays a part when you got someone like that's literally going through the same thing. I mean, like you said, like our journey to get to that point was different, but when we got to that point, it was the same thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? We was pretty sure facing the same struggles. Like not playing, like fresh out of high school, you playing every game, being the guy on your team. So that year was actually important for me because I'm kind of glad it actually went that way because I wouldn't have never knew how to be a follower. Like in the basketball world, like sometimes you just gotta be like some teams gonna have their own stars and stuff. Like you just gotta be able to follow a little bit. And of course, you got Mike Wright who took me under his wing and helped me out through that whole situation. And then of course we dogging each other every single day on the court. So
Facts.
it was very important. And then on top of that, my faith, like I think I told you, like I started reading that whole year. Like I read a lot
Mm-hmm.
of books, like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
basketball books. I stayed in my Bible. I mean, because at that point I was at my top tier, like well, not even top, like the lowest point I could ever be.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
sometimes God just put you rock bottom just so that you can see like I'm all you have. Like at the end of the day, like if all this was the vanish, this is like I'm the one you have. So that was very important for me that year. That's what something I'm glad I took from that year.
Yeah. I think that for me personally as well, like you said, it is funny how close we are now because we did not talk to each other, bro. Like we waking up every morning at 6 a.m. working out. We had a class together. We sit next to each other, didn't say a word to each other. Like so it was crazy. Like I it's just funny how close we are now. But like you said, I touched on this a few episodes ago in the story time. But yeah, like you and Mike, shout out Mike Wright. Like you two were extremely important for my growth that year because without y'all, I don't even like I don't know if I would still be at if I was at Emmanuel that long. You feel
Yeah. I
me?
don't even know if I had a career. Like I don't know. Like, cause if you think about it, like you at rock bottom, your confidence is shattered at this point.
Mhm.
Like, there's no
Mhm.
confidence there. Like
Mhm.
people who come from high school, I mean, that's why you see like it's a percentage. We was talking about it the other day. It's like it's high. It's like high 30s. The high schoolers that come into college in red shirt, they just end up quitting
Yeah.
because like that confidence is like no longer there.
Yeah.
But luckily we like God bless us with each other to where it's like we took that year to actually build each other confidence. Like we spoke highly of
Mhm.
each other. Then we got someone who's actually playing,
Mhm.
who's active in his career and playing pro now, and
Yep.
he drug us along, not just us being crabs in the bucket trying to figure it out ourselves. So that was definitely important for sure.
That's a fact, 100%. Like you said, we were doing it. We were doing it together. So I think that's what made it so much easier when you have somebody, like you said, along the road with you, doing the same thing, going through the same stuff. And like I said at the beginning, we kept it real with each other. Like we would be going at it every single day, you know, just letting each other have it. But it made us better. It made us better as players, but more importantly, it made us better as men. So I think that definitely was a great point for me as well. Uh, you're from Hartwell. You're from Hart County. Shout out Hart County. If y'all know this already, but he is a legend. A legend. I walked in this man's house. I still have a video on my phone. This dude has all the records at Hartwell, all the records at Hart County, all the trophies. Like he don't have enough trophies. He has a whole trophy case just of his trophies, and he still has more trophies. Like bro is really a legend. I kid you not. I kid you not. I remember we walked to a Hart County game one day. It's me, him, one other dude we was with, I think. And we walk in the game, Spudd walk on the sideline. It's a game going on. Everybody over here like staring at, no, Spudd, Spudd, Spudd. Call him all these different names, bro. I was like, man, this dude really a legend. But touching on that, you from Hart County, but being from Hart County and how dangerous it is. Um, how difficult was it growing up being able to stay on track and sticking to basketball when you could have turned to other things and just left basketball in the background?
Yeah, it was, bro. It was harder than what people make it seem. Well, first of all, like people try to cover Hartwell up with the lake, like if that makes sense. Like they try to take the whole dangerous thing and cover it up with the lake and say, oh, it's just a place where the lake is at. It's famous for the lake, yeah. But what about those who uptown who not on the lake? You know what I'm saying? Like those, I keep it real. The black community that's not living on the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it was hard. Like because they don't know no different. And like
Yeah.
now that I'm outside of them four streets that connect
Yeah.
us, it's like I I see it now. Like for so long, I thought like, okay, I mean, because I'm not the only one. I'm pretty sure like it was other people that's on the block right now, and we call it the block. I say Crosstown or whatever. That's Crosstown right now. That's that was good in high school, but that's all they knew. That was just gonna be good in high school, and that was it. Like
Yeah.
nobody went further, so you trapped into this little box. So it was hard. Like, thank God for being who did stay on the lake. Like I had plenty of chances where I was. His parents took me under their wing and just said like, you can come stay over here sometime. This, you know what I'm saying? So I got to
Mm-hmm.
see a different side of life. But it was hard. It was terrible. I mean, like, I'm not gonna sit here and fake like I just made it out of all of those things and didn't do wrong at all. I was just this kid from the block who didn't do no wrong. I mean, but luckily I made it out of a lot of situations I shouldn't have been in. So it was hard. It was very difficult, man, because it's just what you know. You know what I'm saying? I think I remember telling you about it. It's just like it was like I got like traumatized coming to college meeting with
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
because like I thought they was just like how I would like my people, my bros back from home. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, and like I told you, I was like, bro, it was just different to me. Like, and
Yeah.
there you taught how to handle stuff like just one way, and it's really a little boy way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not grown man at all. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it was hard from the aspect of learning that like it's more to life than the way you was taught, and you can't blame them for the way they taught you because that's all they ever knew.
Mm-hmm.
It takes somebody like me. That's why I'm so active in my community now because it takes someone like me who actually got the experience outside of them four streets, different parents and seeing being and his parent when it comes to a guy like me who only had one in the house, well, had two in the house for a little bit, and then very shortly it got cut. You know what I'm saying? So it was difficult. It was difficult for me, man. You definitely have to be strong mentally. I mean, peer pressure is real. Like we can sit here and say, "Oh, all you gotta do is say no." But I mean, you see it. You can say it like 30 times. You can say no 10. But what about the other 20? Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's not that easy. But peer pressure is definitely easy, and it's harder than what people make it seem because we get covered up with people just saying, "Oh, it's just people that stay on the lake." I never
Mm-hmm.
stayed on the lake in my life.
Right.
I've probably been in the lake 3 times, and I didn't. I've been there 23 years.
Right.
So like it's definitely harder than what people seem, and it's crazy that we're talking about it because I actually get to do something kind of like this with the mayor of Hartwell to
Mm.
let him know like these problems are actually going on,
Yeah.
and that like they shouldn't be just covered up with people saying, "Oh, you from Lake Hartwell." Like I take
Right.
offense to when people
Yeah.
say, "You know how I get like I'm not bro,
Yeah.
I'm not from Lake Hartwell." Like
Right.
no, I'm not from the lake. I stay
Yeah.
across town. Like you, it's different area. So
Yeah.
it was, but bottom line, it was difficult. It was hard, just like any other black kid who grew up in a community like that. And then, especially for me, who grew up in a 3 bedroom with 15 people in the house, it's
Hmm.
hard. You know, it get difficult at times. So
Yeah. Yeah. I think that kind of touching on what you said at the beginning of that, the way you came into school, like you said, you were a product of your environment. So I think that the people you were interacting with in heart, it was a reason why you were like that when you first got to school. Like I said, you weren't talking to anybody, you weren't really sociable. Like you were just your guard was up a lot, which it should be to a certain extent,
yeah,
but you weren't letting anybody in. And as I got to know you more, I understood why. Because of the stuff you went through, because of the trauma you went through, because of the people you had to run across every single day living in Hart County. So I definitely understand that. And yeah, bro, I mean you doing your thing, bro. So I applaud you for it because it could have been easy to just say, you know what, bro, like it is what it is. Forget hoops. I'm gonna do what I need to do, provide my family, get this money, blase blase, and keep it pushing. You could have easily done it. But you said, okay, I'm gonna find a different way. I'm gonna try to get money, provide for my family in a different way, a more positive way. And like you said, you trying to talk to the mayor, you trying to do things, do different shooting camps. Shout out Trey Gaines. You working with him, trying to just provide for the community, trying to just make things better. So
so
yeah, I think that's amazing, bro. Also, switching gears just a little bit. Like you said, we're in a two-parent household for a little bit, but unfortunately, your father passed away. How did that impact you moving forward? Because I know how important he was to you, but how did that impact you moving forward? Especially in like how did it motivate you? Like what was that impact not having him there anymore?
well, when it came to T man, like I'll say it hurt me because it hurt my mom. And like I'll say, she was at her peak when my pops here, and this when I learned that like, it's like sad to say like this, but like you just don't know what you got until it's gone type of deal. Like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It was one of those situations. I saw my mom at her happiest the whole time he was there, and then it's like you laying in your bed one day watching TV, and it's like call the ambulance, and then you in the next room, you hear that black bag zip up. It's like, oh shoot, like you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I seen her whole. I think I talked about it with you. It's just like her whole everything shifted for her.
yeah.
Like she wasn't that same person no more. So like it hurt. He hurt me because he hurted my mom. Now was me
Hmm.
and his relationship at our all time greatest? No.
Right.
Like I mean, he was working. I'm gonna say working. Believe he was trying to provide. So
Yeah,
it wasn't no father. I knew he was there,
yeah.
but it wasn't no thing. But the crazy part is like that year before that whole like year before he passed is like we got super 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 close. Like
Hmm.
I mean we were all I mean we did stuff like like normal stuff. Like we in the yard. He showed me how to invest. He showed me about money. Like you know what I'm saying. Like credit and all that stuff. Like stuff like
Hmm.
that men should be talked about. And like my community, that stuff is not talked about.
Right.
So I appreciate him for that. But like it really hurt me because like man, I see what it did to the household more than me. And I'm a like unselfish person. I don't really care. Like I mean, I lose a lot. I take a lot of L's. I'm used to it. It's numb. It is what it is. But when I start to see it affect the ones I love, that's when
Hmm.
like it get to me more than anything. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So it was like, cause me and my girlfriend actually talked about it, and it was like she was like, that was my first time seeing you cry. I was like, that's crazy because I wasn't even crying for me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I was like,
Yeah.
I can't recall a time like I genuinely cried for me, other than when I got whooped. But
Right.
um, like that situation, it was just like, man, it hurt my family, it hurt my mom more than anybody. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Due to the fact my sister having kids now, he was like he was like he that type. Like, I mean, he gonna love the kids. He gonna make sure everybody eat ice cream, candy when he walk in the door. Like,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes he do walk in the door. Like,
Yeah.
like that was very important to my household. He was, I mean, let's be real. Like, the reason my mom got a car now and the house that's cash paid for now is because of him.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so like, it's just like, man, dang, we missed that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
financial struggles are more real now than it was before.
Right.
Because, like, that his presence missing. So his presence definitely did make a difference in my life. And just having like them, you see your friend. Like I said before, I was with Ben. I would go to Ben house and I would see what it looked like
Mm-hmm.
to have a married family. Like, you know what I'm saying, a healthy relationship
Yeah.
go on in the house, like healthy arguments. I see, like, they didn't hide none of that from me. So I got to see all of it. I was like, oh, that's a healthy way to argue. That's a healthy way. Like, like I told you before, like, it was just one way I was taught to handle disrespect. That's how you handle it. But I saw
Mm-hmm.
like a healthy way to handle when you feel disrespected or things in that nature. So it was him being gone. It showed me a lot, but it definitely it hurt my mom more than anything, which made me hurt because
Yeah.
I didn't get the best version of her for a long time. Maybe I'm just now getting that. And like, I
Mm-hmm.
can talk about it here because I also talk about it with her also too. Like, I
Right.
mean, it's not like I'm the only one that noticed it. My
Mm-hmm.
whole family know. I got a big family, so
Yeah.
like my whole family noticed things like that. And we don't ain't no holding filters down.
Right.
They look in the face. Ain't no unhealthy.
Yeah.
Nah. So they call it how they see it. And so, like, I'm really just now getting my mom. Well, she's getting back to that point where it's like I'm seeing the real version of her, and it's been a minute now. So definitely it hurt me terribly.
Yeah. I appreciate you saying all that because I know that could be some people don't really come back from that. Once a father figure leaves the house, it's like they just turn to other things and they don't really bounce back from it and they blame everything on that.
And to piggy,
Uh
I forgot the other half of the question. You said on
no,
and off the court also.
oh yeah,
On
you
the
good.
court, it was it made me better because like, I knew, like, all right, now I really can't turn to the street.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, all right, now it's no going back. I really can't turn to the streets. Like, I gotta be the provider. Like I said, like, he made it happen. He
Hmm.
made it happen. He wasn't no guy. He wasn't just gonna donate no money, but he gonna, if you really need it, he got you. You
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
But I knew then it was like, I gotta go hard. If this gonna be the way I provide, I gotta get him my all. I got a different view on life today. So I mean, like, if it don't happen through hoops, I know that I'm gonna still provide somehow, some way. You know what
For
I'm saying?
sure. Yeah.
So on the court, it was beneficial more than hurting.
Yeah. I think yeah, again, like I said, I feel like you took that and you turned it into motivation and you just went even harder once that happened because you like you said you had to I have to be the provider now for my family. I have to be the man of the house. So I think that's big. And then also touching on your relationship with your mother. I love your mom, Shell son, you Shell son for a reason. I think that it's extremely I think it's extremely significant and important that you had a relationship with your mom and that y'all are real with each other and she just gonna tell you how it is, what she see. Like, growing up, tell me about certain things where she like, look, D, you shouldn't be doing that. Or you shouldn't be with this person, or you shouldn't be doing this with this, blah, 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 blah. But you go and bump your head if you want to. Like that's
Yeah.
what mothers are for. And I've always respected her because I know how hard it is to raise a family in general, but then raise it by yourself.
Yeah.
So I love your mom, and I know you appreciate her, immensely. Uh, but going off that family, man, your family, boy, I don't know if I made a family like you. Like y'all, like you guys are so close knit,
Yeah.
and you guys support each other so much, and I think that's the beauty of it. Uh, being being from Hart County, but also going to Emmanuel, where it's not that far away, it's like 25 minutes away. So your family could be at every home game. I think that was extremely important, and I think that helped you a lot, especially in certain games where shots might not be falling. Then you hear your little niece screaming, or you hear your sister screaming, your mom, "Come on, Tita, lock in!" Like that stuff motivates you. So for you, how big is family for you, and how do you think it played into your success on the court and as a man?
Yeah, for me, it plays a big role. Like it's over. Like I literally, it's on my stomach. It's called love. It say love hard, and
Hmm.
like I got that from my family. And that's only because like I said before, like I grew up in a. I literally just my mom just sent me a picture of like everybody that stayed in the house. It was three
Hmm.
bedroom. It's 15 people in there.
That's
So
crazy,
all
bro.
we got, and we broke. Like we in this
Yeah,
shit, we broke. It ain't no. So all we got is love. Like you know what I'm saying.
that.
So like that I think it started there and like the fact like I got to learn my family history from like older people that's still in the family like they like it's just we just family organic and like it just bred into us you like you just love your family like that's how we do everything as a family like
Yeah,
if my sister them planning a vacation I promise you 60 other people going along
right.
with it like, it ain't just me when we say family but it plays a big part, definitely for
Hmm.
me. Like, especially coming off of that year, like I told you, like I lost all my confidence, I lost basically everything. Like, I was just pooping and grinding. But like just to see, like I remember my first game, I remember every single bucket. I remember me getting my first bucket. I won the jump ball. You know, I used to steal the little jump ball
Right,
every
right,
day.
right.
I just remember like them standing up, going crazy off the jump ball. So like
Hmm.
it was good for me because I knew I still had somebody believe in me, and to
Yeah.
look up in the stands and see it's more than one or two because it's easy for your mom and pops to be like, "I believe in you" because they had.
Hmm.
But when you look in the stands and you see 15, 20 other people cheering for you or whatever, like you like, all right, there's some love there, like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So family is overly big for me, bro. Like, and they support everything I do. Like they don't care.
Hmm.
Like that's the luxury of the family that I have. That's why I'm there. Like I'm big on family. Like and it's crazy because my girl we was talking about that. She was like, you share it like so easy. I was like, well, I grew up in a three bedroom, 15 people. I had to share everything. Like, I ain't, I like my first year in college was the first time I got to actually have something myself. And
Yep.
even then, I ain't even have it. I shared it, shared
Facts.
a room a little bit for a little
Facts.
bit to be in depth. But
Hmm.
uh, but nah, my family, man, they important, bro. They mean the world to me. Without them, I don't get this far at
Yeah.
all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely
I
important.
I think that seeing it firsthand, bro, like how hard your family goes for you, it's really great to see, bro. It's really beautiful. It's because seeing the way they cheer for you, bro, and they're there. Like when we go to Augusta, they're traveling to Augusta. We're going. I remember your grandparents. Shout out your grandparents, bro. I remember they traveled. This was like this a road trip, so we're like 3 4 hours away.
Yeah,
They're driving to come see you. Like that support, bro. That goes a long way. It really just gives you extra motivation. Like, okay, I need to put on for them because they're pouring so much into me. I just want to make sure that they know that I appreciate all the support.
yeah,
Um, and like you said, they support you in everything, bro. Like they support you in anything you do, in everything you do. So I
everything.
think that's extremely big, bro. Um, Speaking of supporting and everything, you are also a rapper. Shout out Shell, son. Okay, my boy been rapping for a little bit now. I've been in the studio with him. Y'all tap in, y'all tap in with my boy Shell, son. Okay, my boy really has a gift. He can rap. Um, but speaking on that, is music therapy for you? Um, and how important is music in your life? We could talk about specifically rap, but music also in general. Like, how important is it for you? And is it like therapy for you, especially when things in basketball aren't going as well?
Bro, at first it started out as a joke. Like it was just like I like we remember just beating on the car. You know how to roll. You know how you get
Facts,
when you was a
facts,
guy.
facts.
I remember like just beating on the car. It started there, like just me doing that, and then I actually like I would be freestyling stuff, and then my boy Drip, that's like my main man.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He's like, bro, you really can rap and you playing, like
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I was like, all right, we'll go to the studio one day just to see. And then I got C White with my cousin. He
Hmm.
produced. So they're like, you wanna rap? All right, we'll try. Like we'll try. And so I made my first song, and it was smooth. It was all right. It wasn't the best song ever in the world, but my best song. So it was smooth. I was like, yeah, it's all right, man. We can do it.
Hmm.
Spare time, whatever.
Yeah.
But then it's like I started doing it as a message. So it's like I've been through these phases of my rap career. It's like so I went through that era where it was like I wanted to send a message through music. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? That was like I was younger, so like when I made my first song, I might have been in 10th, 11th grade.
Man.
So like it wasn't like the message. It was just about the message. I wasn't no. It was more about what I was doing at that teenage time.
Right,
You know what
right,
I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So like, I mean, you can do it. Like, you can literally do it now. Like me and my sisters, cause my sisters, like I said, like my family, they support everything I do.
Yeah.
So like, they listen to my music a lot, and like we do like, you can listen to like one of my first on my first album to my second
Hmm.
album to my third album. Like the message, it changes like
Hmm.
crazy, like overly. So uh, like I at one point, it was definitely therapy. It was a way of for me to express how I felt about a lot of situations that I couldn't really take to the internet or
Right.
I couldn't just vent. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
feel like that's why
yeah.
a lot of rappers get in trouble today, like because they make a song about it because they can't just go talk about it. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So yeah, I talked about a lot of stuff that went on, and it was definitely music. I mean, therapy for me, but it's still important in my life today because like now I get to send messages. Like I actually have a fan base who actually
Hmm.
play my music, listen to my music. So now it's like I can send a message. And like recently, I just lost one of my partners. His name was B5. To he was like 16. Like so,
Hmm.
I just lost him to gunfire. So it was like I gotta shift it because you know what I'm saying. He was like one of the main people that bought my music. Like if he was probably
Hmm.
riding today, he'll probably be playing one of my old songs. You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
So it was the I had my phases in my rap career where it was rap, actually rap. But
Yeah.
now it's more of a message for me, and I use it that way to speak how I feel, and like people like it. They like this kind of version a little bit more that I see now, like with the pain and the message. I actually got a song that I'm finna drop soon called "The Truth Hurt," and it's just about kind of like I'm targeting like my whole Hartwood area, just saying that I basically just talking about how they cover up everything and
Yeah.
just try to instead of addressing it. So music for me, bro, it's major. Like I still be rapping in my head. I could be on
Yeah,
the
I know.
court and I
Fact.
think I told you that I'd be on a bass line or something, and
Facts,
I'll be
facts.
rapping in my head like
Yeah.
music is a part of me. It's a part of my family. Like I mean, I grew up in the church, so music always music in general just I told you like I bob my head to anything. You can be playing anything,
Hmm.
and I
Hmm.
just like music.
Yeah.
So music, bro, it's overly important. I use it when I'm trying to get away from the world. I just
Hmm.
even if it's not my music, I still listen to music that it just take me out the world.
Right. As far as with your music and how it's matured and how it's grown and developed over the past few years, like I said, I've seen it. I wasn't there in high school when you were first, but when you were first releasing your music, and then
Mm-hmm.
even like the unreleased stuff, I think that like you said, I've gotten to see how it's changed over time and how from song to song, it's more of a message, trying to push a certain, not narrative, but push a certain message, push a something positive, more positive, and trying to get people to listen to it and actually learn something from it. Uh, but yeah, and then also we were roommate for y'all that don't know, we were roommates for like 2 years straight. Uh, really like 3 years because
Yeah,
my freshman year I was always in his room, so
yeah,
I was never in my room. I was in no shade to Emmanuel, but I was in a certain dorm, and it was not no one should be living in there, right? But the dorm he was in, like he said, his roommate, shout out Ben. Ben ended up leaving, so he ended up being just a commuter. So Spudd had the whole room to himself. So I was always in there. We'd be watching film. We'd just be kicking it, chilling, whatever, talking, politicking, whatever. So I really lived in there. But so we were really roommates for 3 straight years. But I said that to say his music taste is like it's all over. I remember one night, you gonna know what I'm talking about. I said we over here because we'll be about to get in the shower, but we'll just be sitting around dancing before we get in the shower on the speaker. This man started playing some dude that was beatboxing, like straight beatboxing. Like bro was just this beatboxing, and we over here. I'm like, hold on, this thing hard. Like bro, just beatboxing over a beat for like 2 minutes, but he's going crazy. But it shows you, like you said, music is important, and you appreciate all different types of music. So I think that also helps you in your career as well because you're well versed in all different genres of music. I think that helps you with your rap specifically. Uh, so like I said, we were all at Emmanuel, but Spud really did have a legendary career at Emmanuel. Uh, had a really great career. I mean, he was there for 4 years, one of the best players to ever come through Emmanuel. Uh, just he ended off his career too. How many points did you drop?
44.
Woo! How many? How many?
45. 45. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was watching the game. I'm at the YMCA. I'm working out. I stopped everything I was doing. I'm on my phone watching it from beginning to end because I couldn't miss my boy. This conference. It was conference. Was it? It was conference championship, wasn't it?
This conference championship, yeah.
So I'm watching it. I'm like, I'm over here like Spuds. At one point, dude made like they were down, but bro made like 4 or 5 threes in a row. I'm over here screaming. People looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm screenshotting as the game going. Once you hit like 30, I'm like, oh, I screenshot it. Once you hit 35, I screenshot. You hit 40, I'm like, oh, I wanted you to go for 50. I know y'all lost, but I wanted you to go. Everything went out the window. Once you hit 40, I'm like, go for 50. You start passing a little bit. I'm like, here we go. This man trying to be a good teammate.
I ran out of gas.
But going off of that, bro, you had really a legendary career, Emmanuel, and you really impacted a lot of people. But how was that whole experience for you, Emmanuel? Like, as far as basketball, you could talk about basketball, or you could talk about just on campus. But how how did you enjoy your time at Emmanuel, and how would you describe that experience for you? That whole experience. You were there for 4 years, so how was that whole experience for you?
Small Emmanuel, bro. Like, I don't think people really realize, like, well, different for me because I was there for 4 years,
Right.
literally. So it was Emmanuel was great. At first, I thought it was just. I'm like, bro, this is foreign ball school, bro. Like, I'm just here to hoop. Like that was my mentality. Like
Hmm.
this school corny. People here corny. Like so I'm like it was definitely weird at first, but as I like I said, as I grew up and matured, like I realized like I tell people here now, it's like bro, like a manual actually takes you out of the real world.
Hmm.
Like you get to be there for 4 years and it's like you kind of forget like even like how I'm here today. You know, we kind of talked about it previous before this came on. It was just like, bro, like it was like everything different. Like you got the high jollies at a menu. It's everybody,
Hmm.
hey, how you doing? I'm doing fine. How are you? It's
Yeah.
like, let's go eat dinner. A stranger might ask you that. You know
Facts.
what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like so it was my experience at Emmanuel was fun. Like that's just campus wise. Well, it was good for me because I'm a country South boy. Like I don't like to do too much.
Right.
I don't, especially with the way I raised. Like parties just went didn't hit that much for me.
Right. Right.
I mean I still like to have fun. Don't get it wrong, but
Right.
I wasn't too fond of the overpopulated rooms and stuff. So
Yeah. Yeah.
but basketball though it was good. You get to see a lot of different people in the basketball. I mean, that's just anywhere you go. Like you actually, we talk about it all the time. Like you actually get to see like how some people think when it comes to basketball.
Hmm.
Some is delusional.
For sure. Extremely
Some,
delusional.
some is humble, and some are too humble. Like
Right.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like so like Emmanuel showed me all of that, and then it also showed no shade, but it just shows that it showed me that I mean, because me and my high school coach, we actually got a relationship. You know, he was an old guy.
Hmm.
So me and him, genuinely had a relationship. Me and Rosine, we had an okay relationship. You know,
Hmm.
me and G, we was like that. But Emmanuel just showed me more basketball side. It's like it's still a business. Like
Yeah.
the game is definitely a change from being just a fun game where you can hoop. Like you gotta don't forget it's a business. People have favorites. People have, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a
so
fact
you
though.
gotta understand. Like, that what Emmanuel taught me, and it prepared me for where I'm at now. So Emmanuel, and then I can't forget what they known for. Like, I mean, I said in the song I haven't released yet, and I was just talking about it like a couple days ago. I was like,
Hmm.
really, I was in my Bible. I went to church. My granny knew. Like, I mean, you know, I'm from the South. You go to church Wednesday, Monday,
Right.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Right. Facts.
So I stayed. I mean, I knew the Bible, I knew God, but Emmanuel actually, like, it made you question your faith, if like if you didn't have one. But so I really do applaud him for that, because I mean now, like even now when I'm here at this school where it's not a Christianity school, you don't got to go to chapel, you don't got to do none of that. You get to, I mean, it's top ranked party school here, so
Yeah.
they definitely not focusing on chapel, but it showed me how to, like, my Emmanuel routine is still in my mind. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
like I still like I'm like, oh, I gotta read my Bible today. Oh, I ain't been to church in Sunday. Let me go. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Emmanuel definitely prepared me, like, in my faith, like overly, and especially like my last year there, I took it way more serious. So they kudos to Emmanuel, bro. Like I ain't got nothing bad to say about it, man. I tell people that all the time. They're like, oh, why you transferred in? I was like, man, like my reason to transfer had nothing to do with Emmanuel in
Right.
general. Like, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? So Emmanuel was great to me, bro. I love.
Yeah. I think that for me too, I think Emmanuel was a great experience for me overall. Like I said, I didn't get the most I wanted out of it for basketball, but I think the other things that I got and the people I got to meet, the experience I got to make, I think that outweighs all the other things that happen because, I have lifelong friends, really family that I got to develop at Emmanuel, and like you said, I learned so many lessons about life, how people are, uh, basketball, but really learned about life and how people interact and how you have to watch what you say, watch who
Man,
you talk to.
that was my,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
boy. Woo.
Telling you.
That was my main thing. Like Emmanuel definitely, they taught me that. Like they told me, you got to shut up.
Yep,
You
yep,
got to shut up.
yep. I think that, yeah, bro. It's certain things that, like I said, I appreciate because of the lessons I learned, and it helped me mature and get better because you can't say everything to everybody. You have to know some people have a certain status, and you have to recognize that. It don't matter who you are, what you think you are, what you do. If they have a certain status and you not, whatever they say goes. So I think just learning lessons was big for me too, amongst everything else. But like I said, I had family there as well. And then, like you said, the environment, like outside of basketball, it was crazy. You'll be walking, AirPods in. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah,
What's up? Where are you going? You going to
yeah,
class? What class? Like, it's at first it's like, bro, I don't know you. You
yeah,
all up in my face. But as you the more and more you add Emmanuel, the more and more it becomes normal. And it was actually good because you get to open up to people. Well, not open up to people, but you get to talk to people more. You get to learn people a little bit better. Uh, and it was easier to interact with people, I guess, because people were going out their way to speak to you. And then especially like once people, it was a pretty small campus, so once people knew who you were, everybody was trying to speak to you. People you didn't even know their name. I would feel bad when people come to me, "What's up, Will? What's your bro name? Like I don't know your name, but what's up, my boy?"
yeah.
Like it's just,
Get back.
but it was more intimate, and I think that was the good thing about Emmanuel that it was a private institution, but so it wasn't like a big school. But everybody, most for the most part, everyone knew everybody, and I think that was cool because you got to like build relationships with your professors, build more relationships with the people on campus, and it was more family oriented. So I think that was a great part about Emmanuel. Like you mentioned, you transferred, so you're on your last year eligibility. You're at Georgia Southern, and I just want you to explain. Obviously, Emmanuel's a D2 school for you guys that don't know. D2 and D1. For real hoopers, we know the real difference between D2 and D1. Most of you have 7 footers. people are more athletic. They have 40-inch verts, and they're taller. Obviously, the topper echelon, there's a separation, there's a gap there. But as far as your skill, it's not that much of a difference. It's more so just athleticism and height, and you have three or four 6'10" guys on the bench.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was about to say that was the eye awakening for me. My first one was, it was like our six man, whoever that might be, he will be a star in D2. Like he'll probably be
mm-hmm,
an All American.
mm-hmm.
Now flip the role to D2. D2 six man. No disrespect, but you know what
Right,
I'm saying. Like
right.
I don't know if that role is the
Yeah,
same. So
yeah,
every day, like the transition, this was the transition falling off of that was like every day I realized like every day, bro, you gotta fight, bro. Like
yeah.
I had to fight to win, to do all like I told you before we got on here, I was like, bro, everything is tracked. Like you like that was the difference. Like and that's why I love the manual, because it was pure hoop.
Mm-hmm,
It was skill on skill. He better than you, that's why he playing. That's the
mm-hmm,
argument.
mm-hmm,
Like, you know what I'm saying? So
mm-hmm,
like here they use so like here is just so different. Like every step you take is counted, every
mm-hmm.
sprint, every rep. So like it can they can it's all on the sheet. Like I'll send it to you after this. Like it shows you like from even doing 5-on-0. For those who
Yeah,
don't know, 5-on-0 is just five and you run the play with no
right,
defense.
right.
Like your shots, they tracking those and but the transition, bro, it was terrible. Like my first 2 weeks, I genuinely was like, I made the wrong decision. Like I was like, bro, like I messed up. Like
Yeah.
it's over with. Like my body can't take this. Like I mean, I'm 4 or 5 workouts a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I'm saying, and it's like I was like, man, I don't know if I made the right decision, but. When my body got it, once my body got adapted, and like you said, like I mean, when it comes to D1 to D2, the skills it ain't no difference. Like I mean,
Yeah.
if you can compete, you can compete. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the bottom line of it. But the main transition was for me was how fast I had to come. Like because they at this level they used to guys coming in and out. Like you have
Right.
guys in middle of the season, before the season, so they looking for guys who can pick stuff up quick off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And I struggle with that like very upfront because I mean like the first week, our first practice, we put in like 7 plays.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the word? And like the lingos is different. If you know
Mm-hmm.
basketball world, some people they can say the same thing, but I mean they can mean the same thing, but say two different things.
Two different things, facts.
So like, I had to learn the lingos and stuff. So that was like, I was stressed my first week. I mean, I called my trainer. I was just like, bro, I'm cooked. Like I don't want to be slapping on the bench. But I picked it up and now I have potential to maybe start. But the transit, but yeah, that was the main transition for me, bro. And the cons of it is a party school.
Yeah.
Um, the distractions are crazy here. Like I
Yeah.
mean, from the day I moved in, it was just it's everywhere. Like whatever you looking for, like you know what I'm saying. And then on top of that, they let you be grown men. Like at a manual, like I said, you're in this box because it's a Christian school. So a lot of
Right.
stuff don't, like you can't
Yeah.
do a lot
Don't
of stuff.
fly. Facts.
So
Yeah.
when you at a school like this where they literally treat you like a grown person that's just going to school, it's a lot of freedom. You get to do a lot of stuff. Like a lot of stuff is like not like coaches don't care what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know what I'm saying? It's all on you. And so like my first week, I'm glad I kind of noticed that. That was a smooth transition I had to get used to and understanding that. But really, the hardest part, and I'm still facing today, is just the, the pace they want you to pick stuff up at, and
Yeah.
that's the hardest part. Uh, but man, other than that, I'm good. Other than I be missing my folks.
Yeah. I'm glad you said that because that was gonna be my next question. This is the first time you've been away from home.
Yeah,
Like even at Emmanuel, obviously you were in a dorm, but you were 25 minutes down the road. Like if something happened, you could drive right down the street to the crib, make sure everything was good, make sure everybody was straight. You want to wash your clothes, you don't gotta wash them at man. You can go to the crib, let your mom wash them. So that aspect was always cool. But now you don't have that anymore. You're 3.5 hours away from the crib. So what has that adjustment been like beyond the court as far as just missing the family, just being able to pick up and go see them? Like how has that adjustment been for you?
It's been hard because when I'm feeling down, that my family is who I go to. Like
Yeah.
it's different for a lot of guys here because basketball is all they know. They've been on the road their whole life. Like we got a guy from like Brazil. He ain't been
Yeah.
home in 3 years.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so like he's like used to the whole, you know what I'm saying, the shenanigans of I haven't seen my mama and daddy for forever. So like man, it was hard for me, bro, because like I said, like I went through a period. It ain't been all sunshine and rainbows like people think it have up here. Uh, but bro, I just go through these periods where it's just like, man, like I need that, like that reinsurance of like somebody love me type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And like here, you gotta, it's like you on your own. You gotta think I'm here for 7 weeks. So,
Yep.
well, the summer workout, summer
Mm-hmm.
camp they call it. I'm here for 7 weeks. It ain't no going back and forth, like, and then I'm not having time to even really make calls unless it's like 9, 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
and then they throw me a free weekend, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
day of. So I ain't even know it was a free weekend. So I ain't
Right.
even have time to prepare to even go home if I wanted to. Like you
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
So man, it was that part was hard. And then on top of that, my sister just had a new baby, so I was like,
Mm-hmm.
man, I want to be that uncle. You know, I'm the favorite uncle of the family. So
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, man, I want to be there, see Izzy grow a little bit, like. And then my other nieces on top of that, they just growing up so fast. They just like, man. And then like I see myself missing that. And
Yeah.
then like, that brings doubt into the game of basketball. It's like, man, is it even worth it? Like, you know what I'm saying? I might
Right.
not even make it how I want to make it in it now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's been hard.
Yeah.
It's gonna always be hard. I feel like just because I was raised, I was brought up, so I don't think that little wrinkle in my life will ever go away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think it would be difficult for anyone who's they've literally spent their whole life around family. Like I was saying before, every single home game and even a lot of away games, your family was there. They were supporting you. They were there in the flesh, in the vicinity, physically. So I think that that's always something that you're gonna yearn for. You're gonna really want to have there because that's been there your whole life. So it's definitely gonna be an adjustment period. I know that you'll work through it, but I know it's hard right now. I know it's still hard because it's it's difficult having that support right there with you. And then now you're hours away and it's not there. So it's like, okay, who do I turn to now? I mean, I could call y'all, but it's not the same.
It ain't that easy.
Um,
Not for me.
but yeah, I know that's something that you just gonna have to work through, and I know you're going to get there, and it's just you're gonna find extra motivation for it and be more determined from it. Uh, But since you kind of touched on it a little bit as far as they don't really care about what your relationship is with God and what you have going on outside of that. If you go to church, chapel, whatever. But for you personally, how has your relationship with God grown over the years? And it's like the place you're in now, because you're at Emmanuel for 4 years, where they pushed that, where they made sure that as much as they could, because people would do what they want, but as much as they could, make sure that you were going to chapel, uh, doing different things, trying to grow your relationship in God. But where you are now, where you can either build your relationship with God or you don't have to. It's up to you. You're not being forced or pushed by any administrators or teachers or professors or anything like that, or coaches. So how has your relationship grown with God over the years, and how is it right now as I guess the push to continue to grow closer to God isn't really there right now?
For me, bro, like I didn't change my life a lot because of God. Well, He changed my life a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember it was a point where nothing was going right for me, and like, it kind of it make me reflect back. That's why I say I'm so happy about my redshirt year of every year of basketball
Mm-hmm.
because like when you get down in the slump. and you think back to those days where like you ain't have nothing but him. It wake you up again and you back alive. So like for me, it's overly important, bro. That I keep going, and luckily I ended. I was taking my faith way more serious my last year at Emmanuel. So uh, good that I got to spend like a couple months in that little pretend world of Emmanuel where what I'm saying I could
Yeah.
just focus on my readings and actually interpreting what God want me to do and be whatever. And like I said before, like now it made me look at life different. Like I could like now that I'm actually deep into my faith, I actually basketball can vanish and I'd be good. Like what I'm saying. I can be away from family now because I know like my father is here with me. Like
Right.
what I'm saying. It
Right.
just helps. He helps with so much. It's
Yeah.
hard not to. Like even now and like that was part of my. I really never spoke about it, but that was like part of my reason of like me getting away from like a manual because I had a certain type of image there. Then I go back home, I had a certain type of image to people.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, I just need to get away. I feel
Right.
like, and first impression is your forever impression with someone when you first meet them. So
Mm.
me coming here meeting new people and them looking at me as like some of them literally call me like a goody goody. Like
Mm-hmm.
so them looking at me like that, I'm proud of that and like that I set the standard so high now. It's like it's hard to what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like they keep me accountable to that. Like I mean, imagine they got like a bar here called Blue Room. Like they see me walk in Blue Room, they gonna be like, "Oh no, what you doing here?" Like what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah.
type of deal. So God, he have helped me so much, and like even on my decision, like my first week moving in, like I remember like just saying like, "Dang, bro, I made a mistake. Like I ain't make the right decision."
Yeah.
And then I was just like, I blamed God for so much that first week when I never had before that much. I guess like you could say that anger or whatever. I was like, man, like it's not it. Like, bro, I prayed, asked you to help me make the right decision. Why you just didn't
Mm-hmm.
send me to this school where they
Right.
want it? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Like, but then I actually got going, and now I'm like, oh God, I see where you're going. I actually did a study. It was talking about it's the difference between obstacles and
I saw
approaching
that. I
obstacles.
saw that. Yeah. In
Like
opposition.
like
Yep.
obstacles and opposition. It's like
Yep.
God saying obstacles and opposition. That's just your enemy in general.
Right.
So like I feel like I try to diagnose that stuff early when it hit me. So God been he been good to me, man.
Yeah.
Uh, he blessed me with financially. I don't get the struggle out here like I
Mm-hmm.
would at a man. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere at a man, you
Right.
depending on Mon Duke's money and stuff like
Boy.
that.
Boy.
So
Boy. Yeah.
you know the struggle. You remember them grocery store runs,
Man.
man. So like I mean, he blessed me. I guess I was missing the bigger picture more than uh I appreciate the small stuff, but he was like, bro, look at the bigger picture of what I'm doing for you. And now the bigger picture is that I get to actually enforce that on my other teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Like
That's
it's not
big.
a scare now. Like in
Right.
this like especially in this business at this level, like
Yeah.
it's strictly business. I don't
Yeah.
care who try to say we building culture. The average guy stay at a school for 2 years at
Right.
minimum.
Right.
Like Henry been here for a minute. I don't even think he had a guy that been here for 4 years.
Yeah.
Like so just I get to spread that word. And them being they seeing someone who's open about his faith. It make them more open. Like we have now, I get to organize a Wednesday Bible study with another guy I met at basketball camp. He was like just read my tattoos and stuff. I was like, yeah, bro. Like I'm a Christian. Like I'm big on it. I was like, I'm big on my faith. Da 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 da. He was like, we should start a Bible study, and like now we got a whole half of my team in a Bible study.
That's
So
big.
like
That's
just
big.
you'll think like, oh, God sent me here for basketball, or like, oh, basketball not going right, but then God, you look at the other stuff, you like, you leading other people to me. Like, which one is bigger? You playing basketball, or you leading other? So, bro, God, he done showed me so much in just I've been what 5 weeks. Like, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, so much.
Yeah. I think that's huge. You really getting out your comfort zone, really, and being that the leader and pushing faith, but not just for yourself, not just growing with yourself, but and this is what it's for, spreading the gospel, like making sure that the people around you and the people that you can touch, they're growing as well spiritually, if they want it or not. Obviously, we're not trying to force it on anyone, but just making sure that it's known and trying to spread the gospel as much as possible. But like you said, we're grown, so people are gonna do what they want, but you're doing your part and making sure that you're holding up your end of the bargain and trying to impact the people around you. Uh,
I give my flowers to you too, because
I'm dead.
I remember days like I said in the song. I just can't remember the exact bars. I'm 300 songs in, but
Facts.
I was talking about one song. I was like, I see Will reading his bio. I'm hoping I'm inspired too, or
I
something like
remember that
that.
song. Yeah, I remember that song. Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
like seeing you go through like hard time, and I know it was hard for you because like I said, like I'm just a people person. Like it was hard for me. It was hard for me only because I saw you going through that. Like you know what I'm saying. It wasn't like I don't really care what my problems is. Like I deal with that when it comes. Like I ain't tripping about that. But I just hate
yeah,
to see the ones I love go through stuff. But
yeah.
I remember like those games coming back or those practices where it wasn't going well. Like I remember seeing you laying on your bed on your Bible app on your phone and you reading. Or I see you wake up in the morning, you listen to a church podcast or whatever. Like that was inspiration to me. Like if he can lean on God when it's hard, why can't I do it when it's going good? Also, like you know what I'm saying. So like
Yeah.
I really appreciate you for that point because that's something I also got to relate with somebody when I got to school too. Like I seen you was big on your faith too. So it's
Yeah.
like okay, like I definitely get along with this kid.
Yeah.
Like somebody
Yeah.
that you know what I'm saying. So man, yeah, God definitely he be doing his big ones with me. And it's all like now, bro. Is I like to say God don't he delays you. He puts speed limits on your path.
Mm.
He doesn't
I like that. I like
stop
that. I
you.
like
You
that. I
know what
like
I'm
that. I
saying?
like that. I like that.
He do that a lot for me, bro. Like he always like and I also wrote it down. It was like delays are not denial. I feel
Mm.
like a lot of times I'd be like, man, like when he delaying me, it feel like denial.
Right.
Like for a little minute, I didn't have a car. I'm walking to practice. Da, 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 da. I'm like, I'm back to square one, bro. I know I
Yeah.
done made it. I done
Yeah.
did my big one. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then it's like he blessed me with a whip, and then it's like, all right, I see where you're going now. And then I
Mm-hmm.
get my whole Bible study, and that's when I was like, okay, God, like he put speed limits on your path, like if you go fast the whole time, you gonna crash, like you know what
Right.
I'm saying. So man, he been teaching me a lot, man. He big in my life right now for sure, bigger than
Yeah.
anything. And like it's so easy for people to say. People can be like, "Oh, God, the biggest thing in my life," and we let that roll so easy.
Yeah.
But to
That's a fact.
actually say that and like it actually be true, like I know that's true in my life right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's like he's big. Like I'm cool with all the stuff vanishing, and I know like it's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I I I appreciate. I ain't gonna get emotional, but I appreciate you even bringing up like those times where we were in the room because that was another reason we got so close because that was the really time to just I was really just being vulnerable a little bit, like especially around somebody I care for and I respected a lot. And we would just be literally sitting up 3, 4 in the morning, just talking, bro. Like just talking about everything under the sun, and really just being vulnerable with each other. It could have been girls, it could have been school, it could have been hoops, whatever, bro. Like we're just letting it all fly. And I appreciate it though that you said, that impacted you a little bit because yeah, that time was tough, bro. Going back to that time, it's kind of rocky, but the way I get through it, I do think of the reason I got through it was because I was trying to lean on God and trying to just like you said, it's an obstacle. So right now I'm just trying to work through it. It's all for my growth in the end, and I can see why during that time, while I was going through those things, it helped me towards what I'm trying to do now and where I'm going forward. I appreciate you for that, for even saying that and mentioning that because that does mean a lot, and I'm glad that we're both trying to move forward in our relationship with God and trying to grow because that's the most important thing. And I think it's big. You said everything else can vanish, everything else can go away, everything else can disappear. But I know the most important thing is that my relationship with God and me trying to spread the gospel and me trying to go closer to Him, because all these things are temporary. Like once we can't take any of these things with us. Can't take basketball. We can't go up there hooping 2020. But we can't do that when our life is over. Like I don't know what basketball gonna be in heaven when he comes back. But
Yeah, well, I read in my book it said talking about like how it's called like the reality of Christ.
hmm
And in my book, it was saying like, you know how we say like, oh, such and such is watching down on us,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
like that. It was like he was saying like the reality of it is that they probably not watching down on us. Like imagine being in God's presence. Like you don't care about nothing else but
Mm.
glorifying Him and being happy that you made it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep, yep.
I try to apply that now. Like I said, like I want to get to that point in my life where it's like all this stuff can vanish and it's
Yeah.
like, all right, I got God. I'm good.
Facts.
You know
Facts.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's big, bro, and that's what we're trying to do right now. Just grow with him and grow closer to him. I do have one more question though, as far as and seeing how much you mature, because I've seen it firsthand throughout the over the years. We
Seen it
both seen
all,
each
boy.
other grow. You feel me? Seen it all, bro. The lowest and the highest.
Yeah.
What? And you kind of mentioned, which, like I said, you a pro. You a pro to me. You always gonna be a pro. So you could have been going overseas. That's me, right? I believe that, but and I know that to be true. But as far as your goals and your aspirations, and like I said, I don't really like telling all my goals and aspirations because some people be praying on your downfall. I don't like to say it in public. But what are some things that you do wanna? I don't even know if accomplishments is the right word, but what is something you're looking forward to in the future, as far as your career and moving forward beyond basketball, or not beyond basketball, but beyond this college career once you're done with your collegiate career.
But like I mentioned before, bro, like I'm kind of at peace where if it don't happen, all right, cool.
It's
I
gonna
mean,
happen though, God willing.
but yeah. Like my goals, me being me, I still got. I mean, I got a dream. I've been dreaming since I was a kid. Like everybody want to go be a pro, so I do want to be a pro. And I think I'm practicing that, practicing prac- practicing that every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With like my workout, like I don't have to go work out twice a day. I don't gotta
Right.
go do the extra workout. I don't gotta
Right.
go do that stuff. So of course it's still something there that makes me want to go be, great at this game. So
hmm
I definitely want to be a pro for sure. But
Yeah.
I'll say right after being a pro, it literally goes like I want to be like a community activist. You could say in a way.
hmm hmm
I'm really about the kids in my city, bro. Like I really
Yeah.
do believe in them. I think like some of the generations, I won't even say cursed, but like have been damaged a little bit due
Yeah.
to they haven't had nobody who was brave enough to say, "Hey, look, doing this ain't cool. Doing
Right.
that ain't cool.
Right.
It's a different way. You can be a Christian. You can do and still do this. You can still be a Christian, have fun. Like I really want to be a community activist. But that's why I don't think like if basketball don't happen, it's like
Right.
shit.
Right. Right.
But man, I want to be a pro at the end
Yeah.
of the day. I mean, I dream of being a pro my whole life. That dream ain't died yet, so I know it's something in there that I want to be pro. And some more goals. Definitely, I want to. You know everybody in the league. You know like Judah,
Yeah. For sure.
basketball player.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I do want to be like a basketball player who is truly in his faith.
Yeah.
Like not like halfway in, halfway out. Some days good, some days ain't. So I really
hmm
do want to be a player. He is just a good example of that. As far as I know, internet,
Yeah. Facts.
whatever.
Yeah.
But just being that guy who's true in his faith, and I'm literally doing everything for God's glory, which is basketball. Like I don't want to play basketball. I try not to play basketball for my own satisfaction no more. So that's my goal. I want to be a true basketball player who is rooted in his faith, and I'll say a pro who's
Yeah.
truly rooted in his faith. Because you don't really see many of those. So many pros idolize basketball. That's all they knew. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to be that type of pro.
Yeah. I think that, like I said, you a pro to me already. You've been a pro for a minute now, but yeah, I think that you taking the right steps, man, and you're trying to. I think you growing in your faith is the biggest thing. That's gonna help you even more than you can imagine because it doesn't matter what's going on. When you know you can lean on God and you have a relationship with him and you're giving everything to him and putting everything in his hands, it don't really matter the circumstances. You're grounded in your faith, and I think that's huge, bro. And I can proudly say that I'm proud of you, bro, because I've seen the maturation over time. I've seen the growth and being able to see you, um, take it upon yourself to grow with God and grow your relationship with Him and continue to grow closer and grow your faith and just give everything to Him. I think that's extremely important, bro. It's I love to see it, bro. So, uh, but yeah, man, I'm so glad you got to join, bro, and tell a little bit of yourself. It's so much to you that people don't know, but I'm glad you got to give a little bit of yourself today, man, and got to let people know who you are and how you operate and what God is doing in your life. So I appreciate you, bro, and I'm glad you got to join, man.
So appreciate it, bro. I'm proud of you, man. You doing your thing with this.
That's love, bro. That's love, man. But I appreciate y'all for joining, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I know I did. It's my brother, Spudd Webb again, man. I love this man, bro. I'm glad to see the things God's doing in his life. But man, y'all like, share, follow, comment. Let me know what y'all guys want next. Who else y'all want? What topics you want me to talk about, man? But yeah, stay blessed, stay prayed up, keep God first, man. Love to gratitude, and I'm out, man. Peace.